What's up today, guys? We got dumped on by some snow last night. It's cold and frosty out this morning. We're gonna do a fuel mileage video on this 2016 1.5 liter turbo Honda Civic. We bought this car brand hammer new. It's been a great little machine, super fuel efficient. I want to start off by saying that even though we bought this car new, it's not what you'd call a new car anymore. We've got let's see here. 272,697 kilometers. So that means we're not doing a fuel mileage video on a brand hammer new car. This thing's been driven and seen some miles, and I gotta say, it's been a super cheap car to maintain. We haven't spent hardly anything on this car. Filled it up. Anyway, so this thing like I said, it's super awesome on fuel. Like it registers. We've got winter tires on it now. The winter tires are a little bit bigger than what's supposed to be on it. And when I say a little bit bigger, I mean a little bit bigger. They're not rubbing, but it is just enough to throw everything off a little bit. So what I find is with the winter tires on this thing, we do lose a little bit of fuel mileage. Not much, but some. So with our summer wheels on this, the dash will show between 5 and 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers. With the winter tires on, it's between 6 and 7, depending on how hard you drive it, or if you're going through snow and the speed you're traveling, etc. I will say, if you want to get maximum fuel mileage out of these cars, or out of any car, it's just like anything else. You need a good air filter, you need good spark plugs, you need to keep up on the maintenance and the fluid changes. So that's why I waited so long to do a fuel mileage video on this car, because some vehicles get worse as time goes on. This thing has pretty much been the same friggin' car the whole time we've had it. This hasn't really acted up on us or done anything silly like that. So on this tank so far we have 425 kilometers onto it. I'm just running a quick errand and then we're going to go to the fuel station. We'll fill this thing up and we'll give you a miles per gallon report, which I assure you is going to be a surprising number. This thing's friggin' amazing on fuel. So I believe, I want to say it's only got like a 40 or a 45 liter tank on it. So in perspective of what I'm used to driving, the 540 is a little bit harder on fuel than this. My 540 would be the closest thing I have to the driving my 8.1 power this thing probably all week. As you can see, roads are a little nasty today. We've got some snow cover. Tomorrow it's calling for 10 degrees and rain, so that's the beauty of living in Atlantic, Canada. So I also want to mention this particular tank of fuel. There's a lot of room for improvement because I've only been driving it with the economy on yesterday and today when I drove it. When she drives it in normal mode. So she did some highway driving with it. I think we made 2 trips to Bridgewater. And snowplow with its blade out in the road there. So it's got a mixture of highway driving and just point A to point B driving around home. So like I said, if it was all highway driving, you'll see a little bit better numbers out of it. So yeah, when we get to the gas station, we'll see what's actually on there for kilometers, what we actually put in, and we'll see you then. So here we are. Let's see what she takes. .5 liters. So we got 442 kilometers and we burnt 29.5 liters. I'll get home and punch that in good old trusty Google. And again, remember, there's room for improvement. It's not like we were trying to get fuel mileage out of this tank. It wasn't highway driven the whole time. It's just normal use, normal car, everyday driving. This is what to expect for your fuel bill. And I gotta say, this thing here is a money saver. Big time. Driven some other cars easy on fuel in my life. I had a Pontiac Wave one time that was a little tiny car with a little motor. Didn't have near the handling or near the performance this thing here does. And I had a few TDI Volkswagens, which probably comparable on the fuel bill, definitely not comparable on the maintenance bill. And again, the performance of this little 1.5 turbo engine is just, I mean, it'll snap right along if you want it to. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Check out the other videos. The next one's going to be a high mileage maintenance report on this thing. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. So these are pretty impressive numbers. 35.24 miles per gallon is what you get with a 1.5 turbo Civic.